Hello, my name is Hudson Models. I am a sophomore at Oakland University. In this semester, I am studying abroad in Japan at the University Kansai Gaidai, and this is my attempt to keep everything straight and everything I've done, everything I will do, and maybe inspire someone else to try to study abroad because I think you should do it. Everyone should do it at least once, and it's a lot of fun. Hi, today is day 4 of not recording. Um, I'm going to go over Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday because I believe missed out on Friday. Pretty sure I told about Friday because last Friday I complained about my class and I left early. Okay, so Saturday, whole lot of nothing. Same thing with Sunday. I don't believe I did anything exciting too terribly. I know that I went and bought. Ooh, I'm a liar. Saturday I went out um, with a friend of mine. We were both bored. We had some cabin fever from doing just homework and stuff inside. Um, Not homework and stuff, but I was studying because I had a test on Monday, which I'll get to. But we both went out and we were looking for a place to eat at. But considering it was a week, ooh, I'm a liar. That was Sunday. My bad. Saturday was nothing because clearly I forgot about it. My bad. Sunday, a friend of mine and I wandered around looking for something to eat. There was nothing because it was closed because it was closed on Sundays. That's right. I remember now. And eventually, we just ended up going to a supermarket, trying out some new snacks and stuff, and then throwing a curveball and getting a piece of onigiri that neither of us have tried before. Pardon me, that we haven't tried before, and it looked unfamiliar. So, and end all be all, that thing that we thought was weird, that she thought was eel. First of all, there's no way I would have bought it if I thought it was eel. It was chicken. I was right. But when we were out, I got um, some chips and I got some milk because I've been trying to make more mac and cheese by myself, trying to cook by myself a little bit more. I still haven't dipped into my government issued credit card. I believe I still have. There was a bill right here. Now it's gone. That's not good. Someone take my money. Please hold. After some thorough investigation, I do have the bill. I was not right to immediately assume evil. I was not robbed. Um, Turns out static electricity and tension and and science stuff makes paper stick to other paper. So I found it. It was in a it was in a notebook that I had picked up and just folded it and shut, and it just got stuck to it. So we're fine. We're good. Um, Recurring thought. I haven't finished the 5,000 ish, 50,000 ish yen that was given at the beginning of the semester. We're almost a little more than halfway through, and I have not gone through all of it yet, which I'm pretty proud of. So it means I have a lot of wiggle room when we get to Tokyo, which I believe is next week. Um, I also got an energy drink, which in response to the new Chainsaw Man that came out. I read all of Chainsaw Man already. I loved it a lot. This Zone Blood, this energy drink, it didn't taste a whole lot like energy drink, which I would excuse me, which I was grateful for because I don't like energy drinks that much. I like that, and I like a drink in the US called Ghost. It is my favorite. It tastes like candy. It tastes like uh, Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish. It's delicious and I love it. So, based off of the success of Chainsaw Drink, I thought we could go for this one because I thought it would be tasty. Very, very wrong. Very gross. It tasted like Monster. I don't like Monster. So, um, that was more of today's ordeal. So, um, Sunday was kind of ended on just that. I had snacks and stuff and I was studying for a my oral exam for Japanese on Monday. And my week this week is so awesome. I'm going to explain that before I tell you how my test went, because I just save that. I have most of my midterms are this week. I had one from Monsters and Ghost class last week, and we went over them in class today. Actually, I got a 91, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. I So I had my first test, this test this week yesterday. My cooking class has not required classes all this week, so we have our digital exam throughout yesterday through Monday at 10 o'clock all the way to Sunday at midnight, I believe. So we have a lot of time to do the actual digital exam in my cooking class, which I'm going to get another friend to help me with. Not help me with, but just do it together so we can compare and stuff. If he's making it online, there's no reason to not fail because I have literally all of my resources available to me, including people. And my Monsters and Ghosts class today actually was in regards to, we had two presentations to kind of just talk about, and then we had the story of Monotaro. And I love the story of Monotaro. I think it's adorable. I'll give you the footnote version after the other two things that I promised I would explain. So we had that class today. Tomorrow is the catch-up day for everybody else that has to do the other half of the class that does the oral exam in my Japanese class. And that's the only class I have tomorrow. So, which means I don't even have to attend, which is awesome. So I've already done my bit, and I can just be done for that class tomorrow. Thursday is even more awesome because we have a movie in my. So again, with the test being digital, the class isn't required for cuisine, so the first period is null. My Monsters and Ghosts class is we're supposed to be watching Godzilla, the first iteration, the first official Japanese Gojira, which is 3 syllables, Gojira, and it looks so low quality and so low budget. I am excited, but it's the first original version of Godzilla, the radiation monster who levels Tokyo with fire breath. And that means it's a film day, which means I don't have to go. As long as I watch the movie and leave a comment on it, then I'm golden. I have my attendance. Friday is the only real class day that I have, and even then, I have my midterm for my medicine class. So, and then Japanese is just a regular day because we're studying our new unit, and I believe we're going to be going over more kanji. I haven't looked at my schedule, but I will eventually know. It'll be Friday eventually. So, my test, before we do two things, my test went relatively well. I'm much better at writing than I am speaking. I butchered a lot of the phrases. I had to keep starting over. I was asking her to repeat it, my teacher to repeat herself. I had about 10 minutes. I think I had like a 12-minute test. I went over because of just I'm a little slow when it comes to talking. I'm really not that clever when it comes to putting words together after I have to translate them in my head, put them in the right order. She had something to say about every sentence that I said. Some of them, almost every sentence. I missed a lot of particles, lots of wahs and kahs that I was just completely omitting, which is a little upsetting. And I studied for it, and I felt confident, but in the moment I was not so confident, and I was overthinking a lot of things. I was just trying to put a sentence together, make it sounding nice and fluent. It was not. It was very not. And then I was supposed to have 3 sentences put together. Totally did not have 3 questions put together for my professor to answer. Totally did not do that. But I had to come up with 3 on the spot. But we got through it. I think I have a decent grade. As long as we. The grapevine says that as long as we use mostly Japanese words, then we're going to get a 4. The class is made for us to pass. It's entry level. Granted, we're all stupid gaijin, but I'm doing my best. Written is really where I'm better at, which is confusing to me because 2 alphabets later, and I can't figure out how to put a straight in whatever. Can't figure out how to string a sentence together? Come on. Regardless, we got made it through that, and then today I got to wake up late. I was in bed pretty late because I could. It was more of on principle than it was actually sleeping. But I was forced to get out of bed at around 10 o'clock, I believe, 10:30, when I had some maintenance people knock on my door, asking if they can clean my AC unit. You know, the one I already cleaned and cleared my sinus issue and my head cold 2 weeks ago. They finally got around to fixing my room. How nice of them. So what they did was line. First of all, but I appreciated it. But they lined my bed and my laundry with plastic wrap just to cover it from the dust and stuff. And then the floors, and I actually was outside after they finished my room, and I saw the plastic wrap and a tarp going across the beginning, like the entryway of each room, and lining the hallway all the way down to a maintenance kind of closet, which I thought was funny. But they covered it with a giant plastic wrap, and they were just like spraying it down with chemical cleaner or whatever. They were disassembling stuff. There was a drill involved. They're taking stuff out, putting stuff on. Whatever they did, professionally clean it. Apparently, I didn't do a very good job. Um, I beg to differ because I'm fine now, thanks to my own brilliance. Um, but now this thing should be fine for breathing, which I appreciate. So even if it did take a little bit to get around to it, I don't mind. But I did that today. I left for class around 2:30. I didn't go to get any food beforehand, which was a little stupid of me. But during class, we got to hear the story of Monotaro, the little peach boy. Momo is peach, and then Taro is kind of means like the eldest son. But the story is about Momotaro, and he is born from the love between of an older woman and an older man who really, really want a child, but it just doesn't happen. The gods gift them with a giant peach. And the peach rolls down the river, Donbokoro, and it falls at the feet of the older woman, and she takes it home for her husband. She's like, "Oh, it's gonna be a great dessert, giant peach, so delicious." Peaches are technically holy fruit, which is like a blessed kind of fruit, and it's huge, it's gigantic. And the husband is super excited. He just gets home from a long day of chopping wood and firewood to sell and to warm their house. And they cut it open, and pops out this little boy. And they raise it, and they love him, and they name him Momotaro. Momotaro. And he grows up. He's a great kid. He learns about the demons, Onigashima, which is the island of demons. And they're like, yeah, the demons are gonna come by and they're gonna rob us. And he says that's not cool. So he takes his and he's like, all right, I'm 8, basically an adult. Some Pokemon logic going on here. I can see why Japanese love their age, their youth, because 8 and 10 aren't that different. And 10 is the age that you're allowed to go wander the world with pocket monsters. And 8 is the day that you're a man enough to go fight an army of demons. But he takes his father's old samurai garb and swords, and he takes a bag full of his mother's um, kibi taki. Hold on. It's candy. It's delicious. Kibitango. It's like a little. Kibitango is a milk and rice dough candy. It's weird. It's like a milk rice. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's soft like chewing gum, but then it's sweet and it kind of like a dough, and it like dissolves in your mouth, and it's very chewy, and it's almost like a sweet kind of dough gum candy. It's weird, but it's actually really tasty, and it tastes naturally sweet, like from like sugars. It doesn't taste like artificial sugars. It tastes like natural sugars, which is kind of cool, but it doesn't taste chemically in a way. But I liked it. It was Kibitango. They're super fun, and I kind of want to make some. But Momotaro wanders out with his mother's best Kibitango in the world, in all of Japan. And there are 3 little creatures that basically stop him and say, "Where you going? What you got with that candy? Is it the best in Japan? Bet. And if it is the best in the world, then I will follow you and help you on your quest to stop the demons." So our little boy, our little peach boy, teams up with a dog, a monkey, and a pheasant. All three of them agree that it is the best kibitango in all of Japan, and they sail up to the island of demons. Open up a gate. They've got the pheasant pecking at faces. You got the dog biting ankles. You got the monkey ripping off faces. And you got Momotaro with his swords. The demons all say, "No, please don't hurt us. We'll give you everything. We'll give you the treasure that we stole. We'll never go back to your island again. We even give you the treasure that we have," which involved, for whatever reason, a mallet that grants wishes whenever you whack stuff with it, and then a hat of invisibility and a cloak of invisibility. And so our four compadres say, "All right, that sounds like a good deal," and they sail back with their wagon full of goodies, and their island is very prosperous. And our little Peach Boy Regain is railed as a hero. Regaled? 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 Regalia? Retold? Renowned? There's a word that I'm thinking of. Regaled as a hero? Welcomed as a hero? Welcomed as a hero. There's a word that I'm thinking of that I can't remember, but welcome as a hero. So that's just, and then that story actually translates. The reason that we know it so well today is, first of all, there's a city that has taken over and kind of claimed to be the home of Momotaro, which is kind of cute. But there's statues of him everywhere with his three little buddies. There's nothing really of note of the region that it was. A professor lived there, and he said there was nothing of note of where it was. I don't remember what county. I don't remember what district it was. Province. Oh well, it'll come to me. Just with an H. That's not Hokkaido. Um, but there's statues of Momotaro everywhere and stuff like that. So, but then we talked about that. Our teacher, he's seriously, I think, one of my top two favorite professors ever. He's such a good storyteller. Um, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when he talks and just tells stories, and everyone is just so attentive, and it's a lot of fun. Um, but after that, I came back and I went to the Welshia across next door, right next door to Gotanyama, and I got that nasty energy drink, and I got a rice ball which had some sort of thing in it that was spicy. It tasted kind of like spicy mustard. I thought it was quite delightful. And then wait a little bit for me to get hungry again. Then I grabbed another drink from downstairs because I didn't want to finish that, but I did because I bought it and I felt bad. So I don't want to waste it. It was like $2. It's really realistically only like 190 yen. It's like $1.50, which is still a lot, but come on. But then I made myself some rice and curry for dinner, and that's been kind of it. The last remarking, the my last remark about my week is going to be, due to the nature of my Thursday, I don't need to do anything. So I'm going to watch the movie tomorrow. Hopefully, get the cooking test done tomorrow as well. I'll have a free day to do it. It's not like I'm pressed for time, but I have capacity to go to Universal Studios. As long as I am not there at 6 o'clock when the spooky stuff happens, I will be able to go to Universal Studios, which is included but not limited to Super Mario World, the Wizarding World, and like other stuff. But namely those two. I'm super, super excited. There's also doing like a Jujutsu Kaisen theme, which is at the moment one of my favorite, if not my favorite anime. Oh, what have I've seen more since I've been here. Have my favorites changed? Classroom of the Elite is definitely up there right now. They're so sassy. Um, what have I finished? Oh no, what have I? Spy X Family, yeah. My Hero, yeah. Chainsaw Man, kinda. It's dark. Chainsaw Man's dark. Um, Regardless, I'll give you a tier list later. But yes, I'm going to Universal Studios Thursday, which is awesome. I had to buy it through someone. I might take it through someone though, because they only accept Apple Pay. How lame is that? I mean, granted, I'm gonna give them the money. You know, I'm not just gonna leech, but how awesome is that? It was actually relatively. I don't know if it was cheap or expensive tickets. I don't know how 8,900 translates. Probably should look that up. But that's the price that I'm looking at. So I think I scored. I think I have a total score. I'm gonna go on a weekday when no one's gonna be there and go to Universal Studios, which is awesome. And I have to film stuff. I gotta make sure there's room and charge my phone. That's not like I'll be doing anything beforehand, but yes. Thursday. I've got 2 days before I go to Universal Studios. But I've never been to Universal Studios either, so I'm pretty excited. Hopefully, I can go to the one in America too, because I want to see the Transformers stuff. Because I think, how cool is that? Some guy's walking around in a big old robot costume? That's awesome. I also need to get a haircut. I was going to do that today. Hair's too long. I can do this now. This is not good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, on that note, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I'll see you next time. Arigato.